Hey all, it's Rick K's. Rick K's Music Caravan. We're here in Osai, California for this week's show. And yes, I am wearing the Keys Tiki Bar. I'm being paid by It Keys and Me Keys, and I guess they're sponsoring my show now. Keys Tiki Bar and Lounge is in Osai, California. Some things going on that you can see readily right now. If you look to the left, to the left, you can see the anonymous surfer. He's out there surfing. He's got himself a really big wave. And speaking of the Tiki Bar, a lot of stuff going on at the Tiki Bar, but I think I'll introduce some music here first. So you're going to hear some of this on this week's playlist. Bill McGee, I actually found this CD at a thrift store. Won't mention the name, but he's local. I think he's in the San Diego area. But Bill McGee, Good Morning Mississippi. Thank you for being my home. So you're going to hear some local from that. He's got a lot of good music on there that Bill McGee does. Here's a new one that I purchased at the Coach House in San Juan Capistrano when I was watching. Who was I watching? It was Hamish Anderson and Quinn Sullivan. I bought his release called Salvation. So you're going to hear some music from that. Speaking of Hamish Anderson, I bought Hamish Anderson's CD also. It's called Electric, brand new from him. And actually, if you go onto the Rick Keys Music Caravan on YouTube and subscribe, you'll see a playlist that says Hamish Anderson. I am still working on that. And you're going to hear a song from that, Hamish Anderson, Electric. Excuse me. Some new blues that came into Rick Key's Caravan corporate headquarters. Mark Muleman Massey, been a long, long time. Some good music off that one, brand new music. Mitch Ryder has a new release called With Love. Apparently, Mitch Ryder's been around for a while. It used to be Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels, With Love, and there's some really good music on there. Dean Zucchetto has a new release called Song for the Sinners. Okay, now we're going to be getting into the RMR chart. In case you don't know what the RMR chart is, the RMR chart, Roots Music Report chart, is basically a list. I think it goes up to 100 of CDs, brand new CDs being played by disc jockeys, on-air personalities like myself, and internationally known on-air personalities like myself. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here in Osai, California, before we even start with the RMR chart. So as you can see, there's the anonymous surfer surfing out there, and let's see if we can see what's going on back here without me messing. Okay, so there you go. Pretty darn good. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Okay, so there you go. So that's It Keys. It Keys is the proud owner of the Tiki Bar in Osai, California. And they're making so much money, It and Me. There is me right there. There's Me Keys. They're both non-binary. So they both bought the Tiki Bar together, and they've been making so much money. As I said, they decided to expand. So you can see they got a new part of the restaurant, the lower one, where it says Home of the Brave. So they're expanding, and there is the Tiki Bar up there. Me Keys is right there. And so Me Keys, what? Oh, so since they did purchase that new restaurant, the bottom part of that, they had to get a new chef. So you can see the new chef. He's first day of work. He's going to start there soon. There's Me Keys again, non-binary, and there's some of the Me Keys. Well, they're called the We Keys family. So you can see them there. If you can see that real clearly. Okay, well they're going to set off some fireworks. You see the fireworks, and you see some of the We Keys family. They got some sparklers and ways to ignite those rockets. So they're going to be shooting those off soon to announce the opening of the Tiki Bar. And last but not least, remember that's X Keys. X Keys is also non-binary. X Keys was roosting up here at the Tiki Bar a little too long. Has a massive hangover, so he's just kind of, well, it's not a he. The thing, X Keys, is kind of like just laying out there and trying to recover from that real bad hangover that he has. Okay, so now let's continue. That's what's happening in Osai, California. Now we are on the RMR chart. At number 50, this one actually came out last year, but it's back at 50 for this year, 2025. Uh, Guitar Jack Wargo, The New Normal. You can hear music from that. This one made it to the Rick Keys Music Caravan Top Blues albums for 2024, and also the song made it to the top blues songs, Calling Long Distance. The Hitman Blues Band, title of the album is Calling Long Distance. So that is currently at number 48. J.D. Simo and Luther Dickinson, Do the Rump, not the Trump, Do the Rump. They are at what number are they at? They're at number 40. And this one, you can see that red dot also made it to the Rick Keys Music Caravan Top Blues Albums for 2024, but it's still in the list of 2025. Brand new one. I just don't have any music on YouTube yet, so I can't play the music. But it's Bob Cordatori and Friends doing the shout. That one is at number 31. You'll hear that in a bit as they get it posted to YouTube. This one, now we're getting into music that actually made it to my Rick Keys Music Caravan Top Blues Albums for 2024, but they're still on the RMR chart in 2025 doing well. Dennis Herrera and Four. So that is at number 30. Tommy Castro and the Painkillers has a brand new release. It's currently at number 25, Closer to the Bone. This one also made it to the Rick Keys Music Caravan Top Blues Albums releases for 2024. And it's the Dennis Spencer Group, blues man from Jupiter. This one is actually fairly brand new. It's only 2 or 3 weeks out since I've got it. And it is high on the list at number 24. It's Matt the Rattlesnake Lesh, L-E-S-C-H, in case you want to look it up. Blues Cut Like Glass. Cool hat. And this one's kind of surprising because it did make it to the Rick Keys Music Caravan Top Blues Albums and Top Blues Song for Saratoga. The title of the album is Saratoga, and it did make it to the blues, my Top Blues 2024. However, it hasn't been in the list for a while. It was sitting there at number 100. People don't have as good taste as Rick Keys, apparently, but it moved up from number 100 to number 12. Eddie 9 volt or Eddie 9B. Last but not least, because I don't have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but I do have number 6, Big Al and the Heavyweights, Blues Power. Okay, so that's what you're going to hear. You know what's going on in California, and you always know kindness matters. That's the best way to live your life, being kind. And there's It Keys showing you, come on in down to the Tiki Bar and join Me Keys, not me, I'm Rick Keys, but join Me Keys. He's the one right there. That's Me Keys. He's still got his wetsuit on, and that's It Keys. So stay tuned. Rick Keys Music Caravan coming up. And you know how to listen. Go to YouTube, subscribe. Once you subscribe, there's a bell. Press that bell. That helps bring my show and my characters into your life on a regular basis. Also, there's a thumb. Press those thumbs. That helps spread the good news of Rick Keys Music Caravan to you and your family, your friends, and even your enemies. Just not really bad enemies, please. And last but not least, like, dislike. Make sure you like it. Doesn't give me any to dislike it. And you can also get the Rick Keys Music Caravan Blue Show on Facebook. So stay tuned. Rick Keys Music Caravan coming up with some great music for you.